Hello, Marvel superhero friends, and welcome to episode 0 of this campaign. I don't even know what this campaign is going to be called yet, because we are just right at the very, very beginning of this campaign. I am going to be playing the Marvel Superheroes RPG solo. I'm going to be using the Mythic GM emulator deck of cards. I've already done a test run of this, and it was a disaster. My character was killed in his first adventure. I will say he wasn't a great character. I used the street level character rules, and he basically wound up with no powers whatsoever. He teamed up with the Punisher to take down this Asgardian troll and was pretty much just killed. So there's no record of that. That was just me learning how to play. But also I learned how to... I'm still learning how to play, and I'm learning all the ins and outs. And even since that game, I've learned some things like, oh, I didn't know that. I should have done that. So anyway, we are going to be using the revised basic set rules to create a hero. And whatever this hero is that I create here today, please excuse all the airplane noise. I have the windows open because it's a lovely day here in Southern California. But whatever we roll here is going to be the roll. And let's just get started. We're going to start on the origin table here. Now, the way I'm going to play this is the black die is the 10s. And the red die is the ones. So here we go. We're rolling on the origin table. And, ooh, 95. So my character is a robot. All right, so let's read up on robots here. Robots. Robots are artificially created beings. They include robots, synthesoids, androids, life model decoys, and full cyborgs, where all flesh by the brain has been replaced by inorganics. Machine Man, Vision, Deathlock are all robotic characters. I used to love Deathlock. I used to read Deathlock all the time. Robots are affected by powers that affect the human mind or emotions, while subject to those that control machinery, or they're unaffected by those powers. Player character robots are assumed to have self-repair circuitry that allows them to regain health in the normal fashion. Robots have an initial popularity of 0, so we will put a 0 there for popularity. Unlike mutants, they do not suffer further in popularity because of their origin. There is no karma loss for killing a robot or allowing a robot to be deactivated. If killed, a robot is deactivated and can be reactivated by a reason feat against that robot's highest ability. If returned from the dead, a robot has 0 karma. All right, I have never rolled a robot. My other one was a street level hero, and then I think I rolled out a mutant. But here we go. So, we got to roll for our abilities, our fighting, agility, strength, endurance, reason, and intuition. So we're going to hope for some super high rolls here. And yeah, here we go. All right, so for fighting, what is it going to be? It's going to be a 32, not a ginormous roll there. So it's going to be good. He's going to have a good fighting. Not the greatest roll to get. But we're going to play this character no matter what. All right, here comes agility. And agility, oof, is 0.6. So poor agility. This is... so far, no good. Let's see his strength. Let's get a high roll on strength, shall we? 68, okay, so not too horrible. That's remarkable. So he's a lousy fighter, but he's strong. Remarkable 30. And here's his endurance. Let's have another high roll. So he's not a loser. All right, so 63. 63 is remarkable. All right. He's not going to be a pushover. Reason. Now, come on. He's a robot. We got to get a high reason here. He's got to be a genius, right? No, he's not. We got a 10. So he's got poor reason. Yikes. It's not 10. It's 4. Oof. What is his intuition? Come on, give me a high roll here. 43. So 43 is excellent. Okay, all right. Excellent. 20. And Psyche. Let's do like an amazing Psyche roll. Let's make him like a genius. 84. That's not bad. 84 is incredible. So an incredible Psyche. All right. So let's see. There's no sort of, it's just he has karma loss. There's no other things that affect there. All right, health. All the major abilities have been generated and all modifications made for origins. Yeah, there's no other modification except for popularity of 0. Health is calculated by adding the rank numbers of, so these first 4. So fighting, agility, strength, and endurance. So we've got 60, 70, 74 health. Not the best, but those 230 sure helped him there. And so what did it say about karma? They do not suffer that's all just about popularity. There's no karma law. Okay. So karma, so this is reason, intuition, and psyche. So we've got 64 for karma. Resources, resources. Okay, so he could wind up, there's no sort of, adjustment for resources, so he could roll high here and get a ginormous amount of resources. Let's see. No, he's not. He's going to get, that was a 1 and a 6. So that is going to be, he's got typical resources. Did I read that right? I did. All right, so typical 6. All right, so we've got our stats, and I think that's it. Popularity for new heroes on the block is always 0 for mutants and robots. Good. Yep, did that. Okay, I think we got everything. Powers and talents are generated in the same fashion. Roll on the powers table for the maximum number of powers. Remember that aliens get 1 less power. Powers table, power category. And I'm going to randomly roll these because I know you can pick them. But I just love the idea of rolling everything. So for our robot here. And I'm picturing him already as sort of a Deathlock thing where he was a person, but he's more robot than people now. Can we reach 1 power? Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's see how many powers. We want to get a high roll. We don't want to get 1 through 20. We want to get at least 3 powers. That would be awesome. Ooh, 65. So that will be 4 powers. So here is the first roll. He's going to get 4 powers. I'm just going to make a little note of that. 4. And his first power category is going to be, resistances. Okay, that's not bad. Resistances. He got an 05. And then the next power category is 83, which will be body alterations offense. Maybe he's not going to be like a Deathlock character. We're going to see. All right, here is the third power. 70. That's going to be ranged attack powers. That's good because his fighting is not great. Well, I guess his agility is even worse. So maybe powers. And we're going to look all these up, the specific powers here in a second. And then his last power. Come on, give me something good. Give me something good. Ooh, 00. That's 100. So that's body alterations defense. All right. So maybe with this Body alterations, offense and defense, I can bump these up a little bit because that would make like for a really solid hero. Let's get into it. Resistances. So our resistance powers are over here, and we just roll 1 die for this. And we get a 5, and that is resistance to poison. Resistance to poison. And we may have to roll for different levels of these. Let me see. For each power, roll its power rank on the random tables above. Remember that mutants can increase 1 power rank. Some powers do not have power ranks. These are noted. Okay, yeah, so I don't know if some of these may not have power ranks, so we'll roll those at the very end. Okay, body alterations offense. So we have extra body parts, extra attacks, extra energy touch, paralyzing touch, claws, rotting touch. You know what I would love? Extra attacks. Oh, we only roll 1 die here. So here we go. And it's a 4. That's extra attacks. All right. That will help us out. All right, so ranged attacks is our next one. So this could be projectiles, ensnarement, ice, fire, energy, force, sound, stunning, slashing, acid, corrosive. Let's roll. We get a 3. That's ice. Okay, so our robot, he was an ice machine in a former life, and he can shoot ice. And so body alterations defensive, body armor, water breathing, absorption, regeneration, recovery, life support, and healing. Yeah, okay. So here we go. 1 to 3 will be body armor. You know, I would take that because, well, his endurance is pretty good. So here we go. Let's see. We got a 4. So water breathing. He can breathe underwater. All right. So now we got all those. Let's look at our resistance. Resistance to poison. The power rank of this ability will always be 1 rank higher than the hero's endurance. So his endurance is remarkable. So I don't have these memorized yet. So his resistance to poison will be incredible. Incredible 40. The hero, no, where was the poison? If rolled lower, it becomes the higher level. All attacks using poison, including knockout, drugs, and gas, will use this power rank as opposed to a normal endurance feat. So that's pretty good if he goes up against anybody who's got poison. So let's see. Body alterations, offense. That's right here. Extra attacks. This ability is always at least +1 colorship better than the fighting ability, and if rolled lower than this, is raised to this level. The individual can make a power feat to make additional attacks, with white equaling 1 attack, green equaling 2 attacks, yellow equaling 3 attacks, and red equaling 4 attacks. So I'm just going to write those down. White, 1. And so it's better than his fighting ability. So his fighting ability is a poor. So before I do this, it's going to be a typical. He's not going to hit this often, but when he does, it'll help him. White equals 1. Green equals 2. Yellow equals 3. And red equals 4. All right. So ranged attack powers, we've got ice. The hero's attack form is ice, either as a solid attack, thrown blunt column on the effects battle chart, or ensnarement, agility feat to hit. If thrown blunt, it inflicts up to the power rank damage. If ensnarement, it holds with power rank strength. Range is determined by power rank Opponents who are resistant to cold will take less damage from this. All right, so we have to roll and see what the power level of this ice generation, ice attack is going to be. Big roll here, big roll here. 44. So it is going to be excellent. Excellent, and excellent is 20. All right. So that's not bad. That's a cool, he's going to be, I think his name's going to be Ice Maker. I just love the idea of his name being Ice Maker. Because it's just the stupidest thing in the world. Range is determined by power rank. Opponents who is okay, but his opponent will be Firestarter, right? Okay, and then the last one is water breathing, and that is body defensive. Water breathing. The hero can breathe water, no need for a power tank, as well as see underwater and survive at great depths. The hero can take the movement power swimming as his next power automatically. Oh, so he's got swimming as well. Is that a power or a talent? That would seem like it would be a talent. Energy control, body control powers, invisibility, shape-shifting, animal control, animal transformation, matter control powers. But let's see, do we roll on the hero can breathe underwater as well as see underwater. The hero can take the movement power swimming as his next power automatically. I don't know if you can add that though, because I'm at the limits of my thing. Where's movement powers? Swimming. The hero can move through water at a high rate of speed, such as lightning speed. Much as lightning speed allows a hero to move quickly on land. This power does not give a hero the ability to breathe underwater, but the hero with this power can choose water breathing as his next power without making a roll. Yeah, I think that I can't add that because I'm already at the limit of my powers. And I don't think, you know what, I'm going to roll on the power chart, but I don't think I have to. But let's see. 19, so it's not going to be great. He's got typical. Yeah, but it doesn't say to do that, so I'm not going to. Okay. All right, so that done. We need to pick some talents here. Let's see the number of talents. We want a big roll here. That doesn't count. We want a big roll, although that was a 6, so I should have just kept it. Here we go. Ooh, 98. I'm glad I didn't keep it. 98. That will give us 4 talents. All right, here we go. First one, not a good roll, is a 9. Not a high roll. Is sharp weapons. He's good with sharp weapons. So maybe he makes like ice blades. What else? 73. Let's put a 4 right there just so I know. 73. That is going to be chemistry. Next one is going to be 13. That is going to be martial arts A. That's good. Martial arts A. And then his last one, another martial arts would be great. Or another sort of or like underwater combat, is 13. Oh, that's martial arts A. So we're going to roll again. 64. journalism. So he's also, in his spare time, he's a reporter. That could be his job. That'll inform his job. I'm going to say he is based out of, base of operations is San Francisco, because I grew up near San Francisco, and I just think with the underwater, he could be in the bay and all that kind of good stuff. All right, I want to look at these talents really, really quick. So martial arts A allows the hero to stun or slam an opponent regardless of their comparative strength or endurance. It allows no other benefits. So stun or slam regardless of strength or endurance. Sharp weapons, is that on here? Yeah, a lot of these are not, in general. Talents give a hero a bit of extra knowledge and the effectiveness in a particular field, whether it's shooting guns or researching quantum mechanics. Unless otherwise noted, a talent allows the individual possessing it a +1 to feat rolls whenever that talent would be useful. All right, so yeah, I don't see, we've got sharp weapons, chemistry. I don't see chemistry here. And I don't see journalism. So, all right. The hero's name is Ice Maker. It has to be. His character name is Darren Morgan. His identity is secret. Player's name. It's me. What is his age? I want him to be like, under 30. So I'm gonna roll this to see how old he is. But if this roll is higher, then I'm just going to pick. If it's higher than, let's see, if it's higher than 30, he's just going to be 30. But if it's lower, that will be the age. So it's possible he could be 3 years old. It's not killer baby Ice Maker. All right, here we go. Oh, he's 13. I like it. He's a teenage hero. Group affiliation, none. Friends, relatives, we're gonna say he's a robot, so he wouldn't have a mom or dad. I'm gonna put robot up here. But he will have a creator. And I love this because it's San Francisco, Silicon Valley, all that kind of stuff. So what is the name of a company? Dynatron. And the Dynatron techs are his thing. Special devices or vehicle. He doesn't really have one. He can swim. Description of costume. We're going to say like he's kind of an android, so he'll blend in. Looks like a human kid, wears regular clothes. I'm wondering if him being 13 is too limiting. Just because he can't drive, he can't, you know what I mean? Unless he's doing like small town. Well, I guess in San Francisco, he could be walking around and doing stuff, that way. But, also like 13-year-olds usually aren't around at night. Like they're not out, doing stuff at night. I'm going to do one more roll on this just for fun. I may keep it, I may not. 42. I'm going to say I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to say he's 24. It just makes things easier. And what was his costume? I don't know. I'd have to think about his costume. But, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. There is issue 0 of The Tale of Ice Maker. We will be back next time with issue number 1. And we will find out a little bit more about Ice Maker's origin at Dynatron. And what he is setting out to do. What Darren Morgan is setting out to do. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.